everyone, welcome to my channel Love Grows Tarot. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Aquarius in the month of October. If you like my readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave any descriptions for you in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there, #LoveGrowsTarot. I do take donations. You can go to paypal.me/LoveGrowsTarot and leave them there. They're greatly appreciated and they go right back into my craft. So thank you, thank you, thank you. These readings are general. They're not going to resonate with everybody, and the theme and energies of these readings will also take place in the future. So please feel free to come back and review them at any time. I am guided by my tarot cards and spirits. Basically, I just keep shuffling the cards till the present, I keep shuffling my cards till the appropriate card presents itself. I begin with 3 opening cards, one for the present, one for the past, one for the future. Just see what kind of energies are lingering there for you to know about at this point in time. I follow through with the rest of the reading, and I end with a subconscious card, what your subconscious is trying to let you know at this moment in time. So let's get on with this reading for the sun sign of Aquarius in the month of October, starting with the card for the present. Dear Spirit, what card represents, the past, represents the past that Aquarius needs to know about right at this present time? Card from the past. Card from the past. So this is coming from the 9 of Cups, which is an awesome card because it's the wish card. So from the past, you may have had wishes that came true, or you may have been really lucky in the past getting things that you wanted to manifest. So this card's coming through, so it's really reminding you of that process when you were in the past, and in which ways did things happen for you, or how did you make these things happen? And this card is coming through in the present because there's a lot of energy from this card coming through. But you might just have to remember the actions or the events that took place in the past that got you your manifestations, or got you your wishes, or the actions you took to get to something, or so that's coming through from the past for you right now. What else? Now we have a card for the present. Card for the present. What does Aquarius need to know about the present that may also clarify things from the past? What does Aquarius need to know at this time that's happening presently? What does Aquarius need to know about what is happening at this present moment? Dear Spirit. So it's coming from the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands are fiery energy, very fiery, very confident, very driven, very energetic. And especially this card, the 8 of Wands is probably the most energetic. So things are happening really quickly. A lot of times 8 of Wands is about communication, messages coming through, events happening really quickly. So you've got the wish thing coming from the past, and you got a lot of this real quick energy moving around you. So you might be in a situation where it's like timing is going to be a really good thing in order to get what you want. To get what you're wishing or manifesting, or what you're dreaming of or hoping for. So really sort of like keep an eye on things. Keep an eye on your emails, keep an eye on communication, keep an eye on just your pace. Like your timing is going to be very, very important for you. So the next card is coming from the future. So the future is the Empress, and this is a major Arcana card, and this is a life lesson. She is the epitome of creating. She's also about births. So some people may have news about pregnancies or about births, people around them, people that they know, just that energy, that sort of pregnant kind of energy. It's also about creating on your own. Like you have the power to create, and you have the power to be creative, and your creativity can take you far. That's one of the biggest gifts that we have, is the ability to create and be creative. And so she's here as a reminder of that's a huge important part of you, and that can really offer some significant positive changes, and create things that and creating for yourself. She's also connected to nature. So some of you may be moving into a more natural environment, moving away from an urban setting into a more rural setting, or having to do something with the environment, birthing an idea about environmental issues. So that's all wrapped up with her energy. And she is guided by Venus. She's very much about the art and beauty of things, surrounding herself with beautiful things and her artistic things and creative things and creating. So she's coming through in your future. So that side of you is going to offer you significant changes. So really focus on that. Focus on any aspects of her in order for you to achieve the life lessons that she wants you to achieve, so that you have positive opportunities to grow. So for some of you, if your wish from the past was to have children, it's going to happen quickly, because the Eight of Wands is throwing itself right into the Empress. So that's one thing about that little setup for some of you. So let's get on with the rest of the reading. And now we have another major arcana, which is coming from the Fool. The Fool is at the beginning of the journey through the major arcana. And the major arcana are your life lessons, the things that offer you the opportunity to grow and expand and to create more positive energy in your life instead of negative energy. The Fool is at the beginning. The Fool is the one that has to take the risk and has to go on the journey. And not really knowing where the journey is going to take him, he has enough confidence in himself that he's going to do it. He's packed lightly, so he's not clinging to the material world. He's ready to move, he's ready to adapt, he's ready to flow. So that's what this card is. This card is about taking, doing something maybe there's something that you've always wanted to do, and the material world has kept you back from it, or maybe you've lost a sense of freedom and you want to rediscover that freedom. Or maybe you want to go somewhere that's really quite full of daring and maybe up in mountains, or wherever it is. You want to go on this adventure. There's something inside you that's ticking that wants some freedom to do something like passionate and do something like different. So that's coming through in October. What else does Aquarius need to know about for the month of October? So we have another major arcana. So we're pumping out the major arcanas in this reading. That means there's going to be some significant changes. And you guys have maybe already been feeling these changes. It's like an itch. It's like, just gnawing at you, wanting you to do something. This is the High Priestess. So she's about your intuition and really connecting to your intuition. And especially if you're going to embark on a Fool's journey, let your intuition guide you. This is where you get the soul messages and the divine messages. They all continuously run through your intuition, and they're the ones that are telling you, when to do something, when not to do something. Your intuition is your best guide. So you really, really focus on listening to your intuition, especially when the majors show up, because they're telling you that it's very important. So always when you see a major arcana, really take their energies and take them seriously. What else does Aquarius need to know about in the month of October? The month of October. We have another major arcana. Like I said, we're pumping out the major arcana, so you guys are going through big changes. You need to really sort of redirect yourselves and really focus on these cards. So Judgment is when you are in touch with your true, authentic self. You finally understand what the power of self is. You finally have relaxed enough to be your own self and not let any other's opinions or judgments change that for you. It's a spiritual card, because when you do sort of discover the freedom to be your true authentic self, it's uplifting. It is a spiritual moment. It's that aha moment when things sort of come together. So that's what you've got with these three. You've got your intuition, you've got a journey, and you've got being your real self. And don't try and hide behind other things, or don't try and be what social media wants you to be, or don't try and be what anybody else wants you to be. Just live in the power of being your true authentic self and see what kind of journey that gets you on. listen to your intuition and allow it to guide you. What else is? It's very, within that there's a lot of like expectations as well. So it's kind of like that. Like some of you might be even in such a family, and financially that you're set up within that family lineage, or you're getting money from an inheritance, like I said, or maybe you're going into, for some of you, maybe you're going into a family of this type. But this is what's going on for the month of October. So think about what, whether it's an inheritance or whether it's you going into the family business, or maybe you don't want to go into the family business and maybe the expectations are really high. And maybe you just want to do your fool's journey. And this is going to be something that you have to sort through, or you have to think about. Or maybe you do want to get in the family business, and maybe that is your new journey. Well, that's coming through in October for you. Hello, October. What else does Aquarius need to know about? Aquarius in the month of October. So we have more Pentacles. So now we have the Ace, which is quite interesting alongside of the 10, because so the 10 is at the end of the journey of the Pentacles. It's very established. It's very very established, kind of interesting energy. The 10, and now we have the Ace, which is the beginning of a new journey, and this is a gift, and this is a gateway to a new material world, much of your own. So you'd be moving away from the family kind of situation here. Like I was talking about, maybe there's expectations to go into the family business, or maybe there's just expectations in general, or maybe you're just trying to do something independent of it, or try and go out on your own, or maybe you do get an inheritance and you're trying to build it. So this is what the Ace of Pentacles means is that there's opportunities for you in the material world, and there's opportunities for you financially, and they're just starting to begin. So you're going down this path of like really sort of focusing on your finances, your businesses, the material world, your possessions, what you want to build, what you desire, because there's an opening there for you. And if you are trying to get away from the grip that maybe this card has on you, then things are going to start going in your direction, and financially you'll be fine. All right. What else does Aquarius need to know about in the month of October? Aquarius in the month of October. Now we have another major arcana. So a lot of significant changes. This is why it's very interesting that we've got the 10 of Pentacles being such a like family lineage kind of energy, because you got all these moving cards, all these like big changes. So the Wheel of Fortune is actually nice because it follows the Ace of Pentacles, when all these new opportunities and things are going to start coming to you easier in the material world, and you will have the money will flow in if you're trying to do projects or do things, and all that material type of world will be accessible to you. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which means things are changing. So if the previous card to the Wheel of Fortune is a positive card, then the Wheel of Fortune is going in a good direction. And it's also a card of good fortune. But it's very cyclical. It's all about cycles and how you might be in a good cycle, and then the wheel changes and turns, and then you sort of go into a downward period, and then you go up again. So this is really about destiny and good fortune for you. This is a positive Wheel of Fortune energy. What else does Aquarius need to know about in the month of October? So we have the Knight of Swords. So the swords are the air signs. You are an air sign, Aquarius, and this is a knight, and this knight is in action. This knight is like out there doing things. Because the knights are to serve the king. The knights are to serve the people. The knights are to get themselves out there and get things going and establish themselves and build a path for themselves. Go out there, and this is their youth. This is their energy. This is when they create things. This is when they get themselves, their destiny. So this night is very quick. So this energy is really actually okay for you because you are of the air sign. So this Knight is coming in very forcefully. Although he is moving outside of this reading, so this energy might be going away from something. The next card is the Two of Pentacles. So we have Pentacles with this reading with lots of major arcana cards. So the Two of Pentacles is balancing things. Keeping your life in balance, keeping things in balance, having two jobs, having two different things that are going on at the same time, and that can get a little crazy, can get a little topsy-turvy, but the idea is the need to balance it. So something in your material world needs to be balanced, and you might be doing two different things. So you might be, and this energy is moving away quickly, so it sort of sets you up in a situation, because this is more of an earth energy. This is the Pentacles, so the energy is a little more methodical. So you got to slow down, and you got to get your things together, get things balanced. This kind of hasty energy needs to move off for a while until you can, because you've got a lot of Pentacles here, and these are, like I said, the very methodical, practical kind of energy towards your more like quick, intellectual minded energy. So slow down, get things in balance, because it's going to be important. And then we have another major arcana card, and she too is moderation and balance, except this is a bigger deal, because this is a bigger energy than this. This is your day-to-day things, and this is your life changes, changing your life. You got to moderate on things. You got to let go of this Knight of Swords energy, whatever that was to you, and you got to really slow it down and really have a lot of moderation in your life, including your emotions and the way you handle things. You might be just right in there in fight and flight kind of mode, and you have to really slow that down. That's going to be really useful for you in the month of October. And your subconscious is another major arcana, and it's coming from the Tower. And the Tower is about big, bold, dramatic changes and allowing them to happen. Because in hindsight, you'll see how these changes actually put you in a better direction, and not trying to control things. And it's also, it could be, for some of you, it may be two people, and they're just not, you get too many differences, and you're not melding together again. And so something big is going to happen that separates the two of you. And that may be another part of what your subconscious is trying to tell you for some. Or, like I said, it's just allow the big, bold, dramatic changes to come in and do what they have to do in order to set you in a better direction. All right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana cards in the month of October. So you are going through some big changes, and you have to apply these big changes in order to see positive results. Like, really, that's one thing I say about tarot card readings, is that you have to work with them. If you don't take the necessary steps and put the action in, and you just sit back and expect the story of the layout of the cards just to sort of make the world turn for you, it's not going to happen. You have to participate. You have to take their guidance. You have to take their teachings. You have to take their lessons. You have to take what you can from these readings, and when you take them and apply them, then you'll see the significant changes that you want to see, and then you'll see the positive opportunities open up, and then you'll see the miracle of tarot card reading. Anyway, so that's your reading for the month of October. I hope you enjoy these readings. If you like these readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there. #LoveGrowsTarot. And I do take donations. You go to paypal.me/LoveGrowsTarot. If you want a personal tarot card reading, just direct message me on Instagram, and we can try and set something up. And that's going to be it. Have a great month of October. Please do the work. Please take this advice and please put it into action, because it's going to be very, very, very useful and positive and rewarding for you. So that's it. See you next time.